A girl with small breasts is more Mira stood in front of her mirror, adjusting the strap of her dress. She had always been aware of her small chest, especially in a world that seemed obsessed with curves, cleavage, and the ideal body. Growing up, she often compared herself to magazine covers and Instagram models, wondering if she was somehow less. But over time, Mira discovered something remarkable. She wasn't less. She was more. Psychology tells us that attraction is never one-dimensional. Studies in evolutionary psychology reveal that preferences for breast size vary across cultures, social settings, and even economic conditions. Mira had read once that in resource-scarce societies, larger breasts were subconsciously linked with fertility and fat reserves. Yet in urban, modern environments where resources were abundant, smaller breasts were associated with youth, health, and long-term compatibility. She laughed at the thought. So basically, she whispered to her reflection, I'm a symbol of stability. When Mira began dating Arun, she realized another layer of truth. Arun wasn't drawn to her for her body alone. He admired her wit, her empathy, her way of turning ordinary evenings into magical conversations. Research suggests that women with smaller breasts often attract partners who seek deeper emotional bonds rather than surface-level attraction. Mira could feel it. Her relationship wasn't built on fragile admiration for looks, but on genuine connection. Still, society didn't let her forget. At parties, her curvier friends often caught wandering eyes, while Mira slipped through the crowd unnoticed. At first, she thought it was a curse. But then she realized it was freedom. While her friends sometimes complained about being stared at, catcalled, or objectified, Mira moved through public spaces with ease. She wasn't invisible, but she wasn't reduced to just her body either. This gave her confidence that wasn't tied to external validation. She learned to build her self-esteem on her intelligence, her skills, her humor. Psychology supports this too. Women who experience less unwanted attention often report greater comfort in public and stronger self-worth grounded in personality rather than appearance. And then there was fashion. Mira adored clothes. She could slip into a backless dress, wear a strapless top, or even go braless without the constant tug of discomfort. She realized what many stylists already knew. Smaller breasts often allow for greater freedom in style. Her wardrobe wasn't a battlefield of support and concealment. It was a playground of creativity. One evening, while out with Arun, Mira asked playfully, "Do you ever wish I looked more, like those women in magazines?" Arun smiled, shaking his head. "Mira, you're not less because of your body. If anything, you're more real, more comfortable with yourself, more focused on what actually matters." Mira's heart swelled. She realized that her so-called flaw was, in truth, a hidden advantage, something psychology had confirmed, but life had taught her more deeply. Small breasts didn't define her. They liberated her. And that night, as she walked confidently through the city lights, she carried with her the quiet knowledge that being more had nothing to do with size at all. It was about how she lived, loved, and believed in herself.